compensate these people, sets up a 2 billion shilling fund. But many people are asking, okay, is that enough? Where's the justice? You've seen the numbers there. IPOA says out of 62, only about 3 cases are still in court from the 2024 cases. Last year, out of 27 deaths, only 1 before court, meaning that it will take a very long time before victims of police brutality get justice, if at all. Is compensation enough, Bwana Gakuya?
Thank you, Dimori. Allow me to salute you as well, that they were watching this morning show. And coming to matter to agency brutality over the last finance bill, I would start to say that Kenya, as a democratic country, we have policies that actually lead the country. And the country are required to follow rule of law. But when we have extraordinary force of police to a tune of killing innocent Kenyans, because demonstration does not mean that those are criminals, because in our constitution, it is well expressed in our constitution that demonstrations and picketings are allowed by the law, and therefore you cannot use extraordinary force to force people out of demonstration. And in this one, by the government agreeing to compensate, it means actually have just conceded, and it has ceded their commitment to that heinous action. I would say that particular element of compensation is not enough, because it cannot bring back a life lost. And there is no single parent that can be 100% certified that being compensated, that's enough, and that compensation can be able to pay back a life lost. And therefore, I would say, since this was action were undertaken by our police, and a particular either order or direction, what I would say is that those who were involved in this shooting of innocent Kenyans, we should have seen them facing the law. But up to date, you would say that in fact, it's only 1 single case or 2. But you would ask yourself, what about the if the victims were 62 number? We would have seen not even, let me not even 60, but at least 20 officers being taken to book, because these 62 innocent Kenyans were shot by police. And it is, Kenya is in technology-wise, we are quite ahead, that those officers were well taken by cameras. So they are known. And if the government want to punish them, they can just use as just a stroke of the pen, and all of them should be seen in the corridors of court. But when you fail to take that kind of direction, it means tomorrow you will still compensate the victims, but tomorrow you use the same police still to also use extraordinary power and still find the same scenario repeating. Therefore, we would say we would like to see any future demonstration, those demonstrations must be treated on a manner that our constitution addresses. But we should not be using forces, misuse police, so that you can silence the voices of Kenyans. Because voice of Kenya is well taken care of in the constitution, and we should live to see the government allowing the constitution to flow and drill.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you've just put it very correctly, but Bwana Mutambu, if you look at the numbers and those before court, it means that justice